New. Hello, I'm Janmesh, and we are all set to kick off with a brand new match of SPL. Today it's Venezia striker versus NCP superstar. Started off with door delivery from Team NCP superstar. It's Varun Kapoor and Vinesh Kumar opening the innings, and the team Venezia strikers have decided to go with Mayank Sangvi for the first over to start the power play. This time he has flicked that one into the gap towards the mid wicket, and that one has went running towards the boundary rope. 4 runs add to the team's total. There's no need to run for that. Wonderful striking by Varun Kapoor. It will be interesting to see what will be Mayank's reply to this one. This time he has went up high, straight down the ground. Has he saved the boundary? Has the fielder saved the boundary? They have ran for two. Yes, he has. What a beautiful effort by the fielder. He has saved that boundary. Has saved those four crucial runs for the team. This time he has played that one over the point. There is no one there at the deep point, and this one has went running towards the boundary rope. It's 4 runs add to the team's total. We can see that how beautifully Varun Kapoor is playing. It's just going behind boundaries. He's very well using the power play. He's playing at a strike rate of 200. With every boundary he's playing, he's pushing the opponent onto the back foot. This time he has defended that one. He knows which ball he should go for and which ball he should defend. That is smart batting. Now Mayank Sangvi should come more strong in the next over and should get a wicket for his team. And now by the end of the first over, the score is 10 for no loss. This time he has played that one through the extra covers. The fielder is chasing that ball. He will chase it. But both the batsmen will go for 2 runs. There was a chance of run out. But the response from the keeper was slow. If he would have acted like MS Dhoni, it could have been a wicket over there. There was a possibility of getting a wicket. But nevertheless, this is just the start of the innings. This time he is missing his line. Umpire signals white ball. He has to bowl this one again. One extra run added to the team's total. This time he has played that one over the third man, and that one has went again running towards the boundary rope. One more four added to the team's total. They're hitting back-to-back boundaries. They're charging over the bowlers. That is T20I cricket for you. Fast and furious. That's a swing and a miss. A beautiful delivery by the bowler. He's keeping the pace. Looking at the bowler, I think he should use his pace and bring his pace in the game into action and use that against the batsman. Bowling stump to stump and getting that one good delivery to send the batsman back to the pavilion. This time a short delivery. The batsman has played that one through the covers. There is a fielder present over there outside 30 yards. He will save it. And just a single from this. Played towards the point, went for a single. There is a possibility of going a boundary, but no, there is a fielder present over there who will save it, and they went for it too. That is aggressive running between the wicket. They're keeping it high, turning ones into twos, making each run count. What a lethal delivery from the bowler, Prithviraj. And now by the end of the second over, the score is 24 no loss. defended that one, not going for a boundary this time. That is something new to see in this match because from the start of the innings, both the batsmen are just trying to go for boundaries, going behind those big runs. This time he has played that one and he gets an inner edge and he has been knocked off. What a sight of for the bowler. What a sight for the bowler. And what a pitch of delivery it was. Bowl stump to stump. And the batsman gets an inner edge over there. And he has been knocked off. First wicket for Mayank Sangvi. This is what I told at the start. After at the end of the first over, when he got hit for 10 runs, that he needs to make some change in his bowling and come back stronger in the second over. And exactly the same he did. And here, he got the wicket. And he sent that batsman back. A huge blow to the batting side, losing the wicket in the third over itself. This time he has played that one towards the square leg, went for a sneaky single. There was a chance of run out, but he misses. But what a try. It was close. It was that close that one more batsman could have been went back to the pavilion. What if? What if it was a direct hit? And now looking at Mayank Sangvi's career start, we can see that he has played till now 105 matches and got 83 wickets, which shows that how good he is and how precisely he can bowl. How furious he can be with his bowling. This time the batsman has played that shot over the extra covers, and this one has went straight towards the boundary ropes. 4 runs add to the team's total. Beautiful striking. This time it has went high. It's high in the air, and that one has went sailing out of the boundary ropes. It's a 6. 6 runs added to the team's total. Is hitting back-to-back boundaries. Is sending each and every ball out of the boundary. Not keeping it light. Is making it difficult for the bowling team. That is Varun Doshi for you. After getting a wicket on the second ball of the over, Mayank has been hit for 1-4 and 1-6. It will be interesting to see what comeback he can make, because in his first over, it was Varun only who hit him for 2 boundaries, 2 consecutive boundaries. This time, that we can see some change in his bowling. He, he took the line a bit back, a short pitch delivery, and made the batsman stop. And now by the end of the third over, the score is 31 for the loss of 1 wicket. It's taken by Mayank Sangvi. This time he has played that one over the leg side fielder. A shot played direct out of the ground. He's painting the outfield with boundaries right now. Both the batsmen going for boundaries. And this time it was Avadesh. He flicked it beautifully into the gap, and again this one has found its way all the way towards the fences, hitting back-to-back boundaries. It seems like both the batsmen have set a GPS there on the boundary lines and finding it on every ball, sending every ball there outside the ground. Well left by the batsman, and what a delivery by the bowler. This time he knew what he needs to do. He's keeping it away from the batsman. This time he has stepped out and drived it towards the covers and went for a single. A single after so long. Just a gentle push towards the leg side and went for a single. They very well know that they should not deal with boundaries on the every ball. And right now I have Mr. Hirak here with me in the commentary box. And Mr. Hirak, so I have a question for you. What do you think? What kind of a cricket this is?
It's smart cricket going out here. It's very easy for the batsman to play the ball currently with Prithviraj bowling in. The ball is coming very close to the bat and it's becoming very easy for the batsman to drag it. And with the leg side boundary being less short than the offside, they get easy runs out here. And not to talk about Varun Doshi and Avadesh Thakur. They are looking in hot touch form, and if they continue with this form, 200 would even look like a par score.
And here we can see how much knowledge does this man has. He knows exact what happens in the cricket, what happens on the ground, and what the team needs to do there. So we will keep having a chat with Mr. Hirak, who is right here with me in the commentary box. This it seems like a cotton mold, but no, there is a tap, I guess. There was tap just before the ball went in Piyush's hand. And this time, the captain has decided to take the pace off the ball and brought in a spinner for the fifth over. Because what all we can see is that both the batsmen are going over the pace bowlers and bashing them for boundaries. And looking at these two balls, it seems like the captain's decision of bringing in the spinner is turning fruitful for them.
Not to forget, we are smelling a wicket out here in the center with Piyush Lodha there. A wicket is not far, but as we speak, it's a boundary from the bat of Avadesh.
A well defend. Can we call it a well defend, or should we appreciate the bowler over here that the that Piyush is keeping it tight. He's not letting the batsman go for big hits. He's being very, he's keeping it precise. This time the batsman tried to go towards the point. There could have been a chance of wicket, but before the catch was completed, there was a tap just below his hand. So talking about the bowler, talking about Piyush Lodha, what we can see is he's a willy bowler. He's keeping it tight. He's being tricky. He's not giving the batsman those line and length what he is looking for. One more defend. He's defending each and ball under the bat. And now after the end of the fifth over, the score is 48 for 1. In this over, Piyush conceded only 4 runs, whereas what all we got to see before this over was that all the pacers were getting hit for more than 7 runs per over. And also, if we go for Piyush Lodha's career start, or what we can see is that he has played 125 matches till now and got 82 wickets, which shows that how much potential does he has. So we are expecting wickets here from him. And as it is the power play going on, we have only 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. And this time the player has played a scoop shot over the fine leg fielder. And that one has went to the boundary ropes. 4 runs add to the team's total. And umpire has signaled no ball. It's time for the free hit. This time he's missing his line. It's a wide ball. We can see that pressure building up on him. It's Generation to attack. What a pull shot. Direct over the leg side fielder. And this one has went direct out of the boundary ropes. 6 runs added to the team total. A defend, a well defend ball. The non-striker wanted to go for a run, but the striker denied. And as it is the power play going on, the captain can have only two fielders outside the 30-yard circle. And right now, there is one at the deep extra cover and the another at the deep square leg. And right now, what change we are seeing in the bowling is that Jinesh is keeping it very tight. He's being very precise with his length. He's being furious, not letting the batsman go for big hits. There could have been chance of inner edge here. Jinesh going for the last delivery of the power play. And the batsman has defended this one. And now by the end of the sixth over, the score is 62 for 1. This time it's Piyush Lodha, and he has played him straight down the ground towards the long on and went for a single. There is a misfield from the keeper, and they got an extra over there. The umpire signals white ball. The umpire has signaled white ball. And it's one extra run added to the team's total. This time the batsman has played that one straight down the ground. And this one has went sailing out of the ground. A 6 by Varun Doshi. The batsman who is playing at 30. The batsman is playing at 41 right now of just 19 balls at a strike rate of 215. And now what we got to see throughout the power play was just ruthless cricket, bashing the bowlers for 4s, 6s, and not showing them mercy. So right now, as I told you earlier, I have cricket expert Mr. Hirak right here with me in the commentary box. So, Mr. Hirak, my question to you is what we got to saw is some ruthless cricket in the power play. So, what do you think? What will be the strategy of NCP superstars now after the power play?
Uh, speaking frankly, uh, Speaking frankly, to be very honest, Varun Doshi and Avadesh Thakur dominated the power play with the fast bowlers coming in. But Piyush Loda's one over with just 4 runs uh, turned the tide towards the bowling team. But now I think the captain would bring in both the spinners from all the ends, both the ends, because they need to restrict their batting team to score at a higher run rate because they are going even greater than 10, and this would be a massive total for them to chase out here.
Thank you, Mr. Hirak. So, all what we got to know from Mr. Hirak is that there is an advice for the bowling team that bring in your spinners because all what we got to see is that both the batsmen are finding it somewhere difficult to deal with the spinners because they didn't hit Piyush Lodha for more runs. Piyush Lodha conceded just 4 runs in his first over. There is a loud appeal. There is an appeal from the bowler, but umpire isn't interested. This time he has flicked that one towards the mid wicket, went for a single. This time he has flicked that one into the gap, and he has done his job. What he is doing from the start of the match, finding those gaps and hitting boundaries. And now, as the power play has ended, the captain can have more fielders outside the 30-yard circle. And now, what we can see is that four fielders on the leg side and two fielders on the off side. This time, he has played that one towards the mid wicket and went for a single. They're dealing with singles now. They're not rushing for boundaries. They know what smart cricket looks like. Smart cricket exactly looks like what they're doing right now, keeping it calculated, hitting boundaries when needed, getting singles and doubles when needed, being very clear with intentions. Played that one towards the mid wicket again and went for a single. Same shot, same result. Played that one into the covers and went for a single. But this time, not going for a single running, but walking, walking on the pitch. One more single. Now just one ball left of the over. Jinesh going for his last delivery. Looking for a wicket. But can he manage a wicket over here? This time he tried to flick it into the gap towards the final. There is a fielder chasing it, but he fails to. And this one has again went all the way through the way to the boundary. 4 runs added to the team's total. And now by the end of the 8th over, it's 85 for the loss of 1 wicket. It's Raghuveer Pratap Singh into attack. Again a pace bowler. And he's missing his line on the very first ball of his over. A wide ball. Started off with a wide ball. He's missing his line again. One more dot ball. One more wide ball. My bad. He's missing his line again. One more wide ball. 3 consecutive wide balls. One after the another. Is this the pressure? What Raghuveer is facing? Because the man standing on the crease, Varun Doshi, has scored 44 runs till now of just 23 balls. And playing at a strike rate of 191. And finally a ball. A dot ball started off with a dot delivery. This time he has played it through the covers, went for a single. And now it's our nation strike. Playing at 28 of just 20 balls. With a strike rate of 140. This time he has played that one over the covers fielder. And this time there is no need to run for that. 4 runs add to the team's total. So what we can see is on the Crick Heroes app that it shows that both the batsmen right now there on the field, Varun Doshi and Avadesh Thakkar, were dropped for the first match, and they were brought in this time to open the innings. Varun brought in to open the innings and Avadesh to play one down. And what all we can see right now is it's turning fruitful for the team because they are just bashing the bowlers. They're going all the way over the bowlers, which is turning fruitful for the team. And now, by the end of the 9th over, the score is 94 for 1. And they are playing with the current run rate of 10.44. The captain has decided to take the pace off the ball and brought in a spinner. It's Ritesh Jain. Started the over with a single. There is an appeal. The umpire isn't interested. A flighted delivery, and the batsman has sent that one out of the ground. And the umpire has signaled no ball. It's a free hit. And the ball has been sent out of the ground. It's Avadesh Thakkar reached his 40 of just 26 balls. It's time for free hit. Avadesh ready to bash one more boundary. This time he has flicked that one into the gap. The player is chasing it, but he fails to. And one more boundary added to the team's total. Back-to-back boundaries by Avadesh. Now he is on 44, just 6 runs away from his 50. Both the batsmen are away from their 50. Avadesh playing at 44, Varun Doshi playing at 46. It will be interesting to see who will complete his 51st, Avadesh or Varun. This time Avadesh has played the shot through the covers into the gap and went for a single. Now it's Varun Doshi back on strike. Just 4 runs away from his 50. Will he be able to manage his 50 in this over? He needs to go for a boundary if he wants to hit the 50 in this over. Just a gentle push towards the fine leg and no run, a dot ball to finish the over. And now by the end of the 10th over, the score is 108 for 1. And now it's time for drinks break. Look at me and smiling. He wants more wicket. This time he has hit that one hard. Wonderful sound of the bat and send that one straight down the ground. A beautiful six. This time he has played that one over the mid wicket. There is a fielder present over there. He saved in. He went up for backup. And just a single. And now by the end of the 13th over, the score is 147 for 2. And now the projected score is 226. They're playing at the run rate of 11.31.
Kunal Mehta coming in for his first over in the match. Varun Joshi taking a single on the first ball, giving the strike to Ayush Joshi, who is just new in the crease. Seventh bowler being used here, and as we can see a slight change in the field as Covers comes in back to the place. Second ball of the over, and it's played well, and they would go out for just a single as Varun Doshi comes back on strike. Side change for the bowler as he comes in to ball the third ball, and Varun Doshi plays it easily and would look for a double and needs to hurry, but a slight misfield would allow them to easily come back. Fourth ball of the over, Varun Doshi strikes it, and it is a 6 in making. Just 15 short from his beautiful 100, we can call it, as he plays. And the projected score as of now is 225 after the end of the fourth ball of the 13th over. 212 strike rate of Varun Doshi, batting at an average of 85 of just 40 balls with 8 sixes and 5 fours. But what a ball from Kunal Mehta as Varun Doshi defends it. fifth ball of the over. Varun Doshi comes out of the crease and there's a misfield here. And what a stop as they come back for a single, I guess. Vivan coming into ball. Varun Doshi defends it after a wicket in the first over from Vivan. The captain showing trust and giving him the ball once again. And we can see out here his team supporting him and motivating him as he is ready to ball the second over of this over. Inner edge steps out and it might be a boundary here for Varun Doshi as he moves closer to a well-deserved 100. Just 10 runs short of a 100, but we have to appreciate the teamwork and the motivation of other team as well. The sportsmanship out here is truly commendable.
This time he steps out and wonderful sound of the bat. This one has been sent out of the ground by Varun, by Ayush Joshi. This time the player has fumbled. Is it a boundary? Is it because he has fumbled there at the boundary? Is it a boundary call or is it two?
After 15 overs, the NCP superstar are 173 for 2 and Vivan has been little expensive, but a wicket not to forget has made it again turn in the favor of Venezia strikers. Now as we move on to the 16th over, the first and foremost thing to talk about is Varun Doshi going to score his 100 in this over itself as he just shot by a margin of 9 runs from what a wonderful innings which deserves to get to its century. And are we going to see in the 8th bowler for the team, or is Kunal Mehta going to continue? Time would tell as we move on to the 16th over. And it's Kunal Mehta continuing and stepping out. Varun Doshi over the covers 6 as he moves on to 97 with just 9 sixes at a strike rate of 206.
This time he has played that one towards the long on. And he has completed his 100. A century. Raise your bat, young man. What an inning full of class, courage, and pure dominance. And not to remember, a statement to the world that this player isn't here just to participate, he's here to take over. A century by Varun Doshi. This time, just a gentle push towards the fine leg, but that ball is going running towards the boundary row. The fielder is trying to chase it, but the ball wins the race. And it's a boundary again. One more boundary by Varun Doshi.
Varun Doshi's century was not just a milestone of number, it was a statement of pure class, determination, and cricketing maturity. From the moment he walked out to the crease, his intent was visible. He took a time settling in, absorbing the pressure, and then looked eager with as he scored a century. Uh, her footwork against the spinner was exceptional, and the way he precised the gaps showed his confidence and precision.
This time the ball has found its way towards the boundary. The keeper missed it. The keeper should be more precise. He should be more careful about such balls and such boundaries. He should be more careful.
As we told you earlier, after the end of 16 over, NCP strikers are at 193 for 2, and the current projected score is of 241. But with Varun Doshi out there in the center, it might even cross a margin of 250 runs, which would bring in a lot of pressure for the Venezia strikers as they come out to chase. But as we speak, uh, Varun Doshi takes a single on the first ball, and Ayush Joshi is back with Vivan coming in for his third over, who has been very expensive tonight. But can he make it count in his third over and get a wicket to restrict NCP superstar from reaching a mammoth total of 250 runs? But feeling the pressure, Ayush Joshi opens his hand and This is a 6 as he goes on to 16 of 10. And with this strike, NCP Superstar has reached the total of 200 for just 2 wickets.
This time he has played the shot towards the long on and went up for a single. Played towards the mid wicket and again went for a single. Now just 2 balls left of this over. It's Ayush Doshi back on strike, playing at 17 of 11 balls. This time he has taken that one powerful toss and he has sent that one out of the ground. What a six! It's not just a six, it's a statement that he is here for dominating this inning. It's going to hit boundaries. It's going to charge over bowlers. It's going to do same thing what Avadesh and Varun did. Now just 1 ball left of this over. It's already 208. And looking at the stats of Ayush Joshi, what we can see is this man has played just 66 matches and has scored 2,286 runs. Some impressive stats of Ayush Joshi. What all we can say is this time the bowler is missing his line and it's an extra run given to the opponent team. Coming back to Ayush Joshi, has also taken 69 wickets. So it's just beautiful to see what he does tonight. And this time he has flicked that ball and sent again to the regular place he does out of the ground. It's a 6 again. 6 runs added to the team's total. And now after the end of the 17th over, the score is 215 for the loss of just 2 wickets.
What an electrifying atmosphere here. The batting team absolutely lit up the show. That is a pull shot, and that is another 6 from the bat of Varun Doshi. He is looking out and out in hot touch form, batting at just a mammoth score of 114 of 53 balls with massive 10 sixes. His strike rate has reached up to 215. Bayang Sangvi coming in to ball the second ball of the over, and it's another boundary from the bat of Varun Doshi, playing at a back foot. What a shot it was! Third ball of the over. Mayank Sangvi feeling the pressure. Wide. and a beautiful save from the keeper as he saves another boundary in making. Bayan Sangvi feeling the pressure out here with Varun Doshi on strike, missing his line and length as he goes for another wide. Apart from that wicket of Vinish Kumar, where he got bowled, Mayank Sangvi has looked out of form tonight. Can he make a comeback and get a huge wicket for his team of Varun Doshi or Ayush Joshi? Because a wicket here would increase the chances of NCP superstar being restricted. And as I speak, the ball is straight up over the mid off fielder for a six. After the end of 17.3, NCP superstar are 233 for 2. And as I speak, it's another boundary from the bat of Varun Doshi. Flicked into gap. Mayank Sangvi out here feeling the pressure with Varun Doshi moving on to 128 of just 56 balls. Are we going to see a 150 run knock from Varun Doshi out here? Two balls left in this over. And steps out over the point fielder for a six. As Varun Doshi moves on to 134, the NCP superstars are looking for more than 250 runs as they reach the score of 243 for the loss of two wickets at the end of 17.5 overs. With another ball to go, Mayank Sangvi has conceded 49 runs, just one short of his half century. Last ball of the over, Varun Doshi on strike. Are we going to see another boundary? It's a wide ball plus a stop there, which would have also considered a boundary, which means 5 extras, but it's just a run. Varun Doshi trying to keep it far away. Mayank Sangvi on the ball. And another wide from Mayank Sangvi. This over is looking short. And it's another six from the bat of Varun Doshi over the covers. What a fabulous shot that is. And with this shot, NCP Superstar have managed to cross the score of 250, creating a massive pressure on the Venezia strikers.
That's a swing and a miss. But again, a mistake by the keeper. And that is going to pay them more runs. Umpire signal buys. And the ballers went all the way to the boundary. This time he has flicked that one into the gap, and that one has went all the way to the boundary. 4 runs added to the team's total. This time he has flicked it again towards the fine leg. And we should appreciate the fielder over here. He stopped it beautifully and saved those crucial runs for the team. Now it's Varun back on strike, just 10 runs away from his 150. He takes this one for a full toss and sends that one running all the way to the boundary towards the point. Is hitting with boundaries, is dealing with boundaries. What all we can see is that Team NCP is not interested in singles and doubles. They're just interested in hitting boundaries. The score at the moment is 264, and with the loss of just 2 wickets, this time just a gentle push towards the cover and went for a single. There is a misfield we can see happened at the extra covers, and that's the reason they got a single over here. Otherwise, Varun Doshi wasn't interested to go for a single. He wanted to stay on the strike and he wanted to go for one more boundary. He stepped out and he played that one towards the onside. Wanted to go for a single, but the non-striker denied. And now by the end of the 19th over, the score is 265 for 2.
roaring crowd, the stadium erupting in appreciation for the knock that has completely redefined this match. He started steady, assessed the pitch, and then unleashed absolute carnage on the bowlers. And as we speak, another shot over the mid-on for a six. This is tremendous batting performance from Varun Doshi and the NCB superstar as they reach 279 for the loss of 2 wickets. With the last three ball, another boundary here. Flicks it off, and there it goes. Are we going to see the first 300 of this league? As they are just 17 short, which is not possible. Second last ball of the over. And it is placed for another boundary from the bat of Varun Doshi. Reaching on to 287 for the loss of 2 wickets at the end of 19.5. Raghuveer Pratap Singh feeling the pressure, conceding 44 of just 2.5.
Played the last ball towards the mid-on. There is a fielder, Vivan, he will save it. And they have went for a single. And now that's the end of the first innings. What an absolute carnage with the bat. They have piled up a massive total, sending a loud message across the ground. Every shot had intent, every partnership had fire, and the momentum is all theirs. The dugouts buzzing, the crowds roaring. The bowlers now have a fortress to defend. Now the team, Venezia strikers, need 289 runs to win this match.
keep the scoreboard and their hopes in this match on, because this is not just about runs. This is about the courage, the mindset of Venezia strikers, because they need more 267 in just 104 balls. Just falling short off long on fielder. Shites over the covers for the beauty of a shot. To the end of third over, Venezia strikers are 29 for loss of no wickets. Venezia strikers need more of these shots from Nihal and Kunal if they want to win this or even compete at a certain stage in this match. Fourth over starting, and it is Amritpal Singh back in action as Kunal Mehta is ready to take strike for the first ball of the fourth over. Amritpal Singh goes in, and Kunal Mehta moves and creates room for himself as he goes for a blasting four out there. The over the square leg fielders, the score moves, and the hopes of Vanilla strikers with another boundary from the bat of Kunal Mehta. They still need a massive score, but this is going to boost the energy and confidence of the players as they are ready to play the second ball of the fourth over. Fourth ball of the over. Plates towards the square leg for a single. Very good running between the wickets, and that's a single. Third ball of the over, and that has gone for a six. A massive shot here over the fielder for a massive total. Nihal creating space in the last ball. And this time around creates space over the long off fielder for a massive total of 6 runs more to the scoreboard. To back sixes. Kunal ready and plays it. Wants a sneaky single, and if that was a direct hit, it would have been an end. But overthrow, and they go for another run, which adds 2 runs to the scoreboard. As they reach 48 at the end of 3.5, this over has helped Venezia strikers to come back and hope for the best in this match. Last ball of the fourth over. Nihal on strike. And he goes over the covers but into the hands of the fielder standing there. And this is a wicket for Amritpal Singh. A massive wicket in the terms of the match. And Venezia striker lose the first wicket in the form of Nihal, who goes for 21 of just 9 deliveries with 3 sixes and a strike rate of 233.33. Good presence of mind from Pradeep Garg, who helps Amritpal Singh to get his first wicket, and Vanessa strikers are 48 for 1 after 4 overs with the new batter in Chirag Wagh.
This time drived it towards the cover. The fielder ran into to save it, but he fails to, and it's a boundary. It's Kunal Mehta playing at 29 of just 15 balls with a strike rate of 193. He needs to play this inning, and he needs to stand here throughout the innings if they want to chase this massive total of 237 needed in 95 balls. He finded that boundary again. This time played between the cover and the extra cover and opted for a The required run rate at the moment is 14.97 and they are playing at a current run rate of 12.67. This time a drive for a single, but there was a chance of run out. The batsman could have got a run out there at the non-striker's end. somewhere on. Went for a single again. Dealing with single to back. What they need to remember is total is massive. If they want to chase it down, they need to start dealing with boundaries, and this is the power play going on. This is the time when you need to do it, and this is the not the only time, but this is the time when you can do it with more success rate, because there are just two fielders outside the 30-yard circle, and almost every other fielder is inside the 30 yards. There you have more chances of hitting boundaries and less risk out there. This time played towards the fine leg. There was a chance of run out. Is the wicket? No, it isn't. He missed by an edge. And now, after the end of the sixth over, the power play is has come to an end. And now, the captain can have more fielders outside the 30-yard circle. There is one at the long on, one at the long off, one at the deep extra cover, one at the deep covers, and one at the deep mid wicket. Swing and a miss. The batsman is trying to go for big hits. It's Chirag on strike. He has played 6 balls and scored 4 runs. Playing at strike rate of 66. He needs to charge over the bowler and score big runs. Go for boundaries. A swing and a miss again. There was a chance of a possible wicket. Glorious shot, but there is a fielder standing there at the deep mid wicket, and he will take that. The ball has went direct into the safe hands. It's a wicket. The batsman has been sent back to the pavilion, and finally Himmat has gone that wicket in his second over. What a shot it was. It got the height but not the distance, and hence there was a fielder and he took an advantage of that thing. Team Venezia strikers is 70 for 2. The ball has went towards the fine leg. It went for a single. Will they turn back for a do? No. There's a fielder. It's already set to get them run out. They won't turn back for two, and it's a single. This time he has went over the covers. The fielder at the long off tried to chase it. He tried to stop it. He fails to. And the batsman will get 4 runs over here. It's Konal who is playing at 42 of just 22 balls with a strike rate of 190. This time he has taken that one for a lower full toss. The player at the deep covers dives in to save that, but he fails to and will get a boundary here. It's 46 now. Konal is just 4 runs away from his 50. And now by the end of the 7th over, the score is 80 for the loss of 2 wickets. Currently they are playing at a run rate of 11.43, but the required run rate has raised up to 16.8. They really need to buckle up and increase their scoring rate at the moment, because this run chase will keep on getting difficult ball by ball for them if they don't buckle up now, if they don't go behind boundaries, go behind maximum runs possible. What a ball it was! What a ball! It's Gaurav Menon who's been brought into attack for his first over. He's a willy bowler. He keeps it tricky. This time he is missing his line. It's a white ball. That white ball came just after the appreciation. Come on, Gaurav, we expect more than just a white ball. We know what are you capable of, but one more white ball over here by Gaurav. He's trying to keep it away from the batsman, but he is missing his line. He needs to be more precise with his line and get the batsman and set a trap for him over there. There is an appeal, and the umpire's hand goes up in the air. It's a wicket, and this time it's Karan, and Gaurav has sent him back on a duck. It's been it's Karan who has been sent back to the pavilion on a duck. And I told you at the start of this over, Gaurav is a willy bowler. He'll keep it tricky, he'll keep it crispy, and he will make it difficult for the batsman. Started off with a dot ball, then two wide balls, and then a wicket. Now it's a new batsman on strike. It's Raghuveer Pratap. This time he has taken that for full toss. There is a fielder present down there, but he misses to the ball, falls short, and the batsman finds himself lucky. Otherwise, he would have been sent back for a duck. And they ran for a two over here. That's aggressive running between the wickets, turning ones into twos. This time I tried to play it down the ground, but no, the bowler will stop it himself. Swing and a miss. But this time the ball has went all the way to the boundary. But umpire hasn't signaled byes. It means that there was an edge from the bat. And 4 runs are added to Raghuveer's total as well as the team's total. Now just one ball left of this over. Taken that for one lower full toss and played that one towards the long on and went for a single. Now, by the end of the 8th over, the score is 89 for the loss of 3 wickets. And now the team Venezia Strikers requires 200 runs in just 72 balls with a required run rate of 16.67. It's going to be difficult for them, but just remember, it's difficult, not impossible. What they need is just pure intent and pure game of cricket where they go behind boundaries but without risking the wickets.
What a shot there between the fielder standing at the third leg for a boundary. After surviving on the first ball, Raghuveer Pratap Singh goes for two consecutive boundaries. Vinesh Kumar ready to ball his second ball of the first spell, and Raghuveer Pratap Singh defends it for just a single. The smile on the face of Ayush standing on the long on says it all. The match is in the pocket of the towards the third man for a sneaky boundary. Inside edge. And it goes for a boundary from the bat of Kunal Mehta. And what an inning it was! 50 of just 25 balls with 10 boundaries and a strike rate of 100. Fifth ball of the over. Keeper misses and they take a single. Sneaky single. And now Kunal Mehta looking for a double. Throw at the non-striker end, but Kunal Mehta survives. And umpire signals it as a bye. So 2 runs added to the scoreboard for Venezia strikers. With that, they reach 99 for a loss of 3 wickets at the end of 8.5 overs. Ooh, the batsman survives. What a beauty of a delivery to end the 99th over.
Played towards wicket and went for a single. And now it's 100 run up for the team Venezia Strikers. And now they need 189 runs in 65 balls with a required run rate of 17.45. This time the batsman takes it off a full toss towards the mid wicket. It goes just for a single. There is an overthrow and they will turn back for a second. And they have taken that second run over there. The bowler should have been more careful there while collecting the ball. This time he has played that shot straight down the ground, and that has went all the way to the boundary. This time it's Raghuveer. Its third boundary it was, playing at a strike rate of 200. This time he has taken that one for the toss, and what a glorious shot! Sent direct out of the ground. What a boundary! But Raghuveer went for a 4 on the third ball and then for a 6 on the fourth ball. He's very clear with his intent. This time just drived it through the covers, and the player standing at the covers stops the ball, showing off his football skills, and they will take just a single over here. Now it's Kunal Mehta back on strike, playing at 51. This time he flicks it towards the mid wicket and goes for a single. And now by the end of the 10th over, the score is 114 for 3. And now the team Venezia strikers need 175 runs in 60 balls with a required run rate of 17.50. It's going to be difficult for them, but not impossible. So stay tuned and watch the match. And now is the time for the drinks break. What a lethal Yorker it was. It's Ashwin Pathak into attack. It was Kunal on strike. He faced that Yorker but defended it beautifully. And now it's Raghuveer on strike. This time he has played that one over the covers and has find his way all the way to the boundary. It's it's Raghuveer who's hitting these boundaries. He's on 29 of just 12 balls, playing at a strike rate of 241. He's keeping those hopes alive for the team. The team is at 119. With a loss of 3 wickets. They need 170 runs in 58 balls with a strike rate of 17.59. It is increasing ball by ball. They need to keep hitting such boundaries. This time he has drived it. There is a fielder at the long on. At the long off, my bad. And he will save it. What a bouncer it was. What a bouncer. This is ruthless bowling. He's not letting batsmen settle over there. That is a typical fast bowler's reply after a boundary. A boundary on the second ball, then a single, then a dot, and this way the bowler is keeping it tight and making it difficult for the batsman. He's showing that what can he do. This time he has played that shot through the mid wicket and has find its way all the way to the boundary. And now after the end of the 11th over, the score is 124 for 3. And now the team Venezia strikers require 165 runs in 54 balls. With the required run rate of 18.33, it is increasing ball by ball. It's turning difficult for them, but still not difficult. It is looking one-sided, but Venezia strikers can make a comeback, can get this run chase done. But for that, both the batsmen who are right there at the field needs to stay there till the end of the match and hit those boundaries and play at the good strike rate. Towards the third man, and a dot ball. This time he has flicked that one in the gap towards the mid wicket and will get a single. He tried to win. He tried to go for it too, but the throw from the key for fielder at the mid wicket was so good that it stopped him from going for two. What a ball! What a delivery it was! That is ruthless bowling, making it difficult for the batsman. Now, after the end of the 12th over, the score is 125 for 3. This time he has got that edge, and that one has went running all the way to the boundary towards the fine leg, and it's a 4. There is a chance of run out. Is it a wicket? Yes, it is. There was no need to go for a second. And we can see that aggression of the batsman who got out. They went for a single quickly and then turned back for a 2. And the batsman was running towards the non-striker's end, towards the got out. And now we can see that aggression on his face. See that disappointment on his face. That why did he turn back for it too, and why did he went there? But this is a game of cricket, and this things happen in cricket. Now after this wicket, the score is 130 for the loss of 4 wickets. And now the team Venezia striker needs 159 runs in 46 balls with a required run rate of 20.74. Now the new batsman is Nikhil Jain. This time he goes down the ground and he gets his 6 on the very first ball. He started off his innings with a 6. Just a gentle push towards the point and went up for a single. And before the shot, the boundary which was scored, a 6, was not by Nikhil's bat, it was by Raghuveer's bat. There was some issue with the graphic, but it was Raghuveer who played an amazing knock till now. He's batting at 43 of just 21 balls, hit that huge 6 straight down the ground, which is commendable. And now it's there was a miscommunication between both the batters. First, the non-striker tried to go for a single, but the striker denied, and then the striker tried to go for a single, and then the non-striker denied. There's some misunderstanding which happened between both the batters. They need to be more careful. The team Venezia striker is already 4 wickets down. Just a gentle push towards the mid wicket and went up for a single. The bowler tried to stop it, but both the batsmen exchanging the strike made it difficult for him. And they got a single, and now by the end of the 13th over, the score is 138 for the loss of 4 wickets. And now the required run rate is 21.7. And now the team Venezia striker requires 151 runs in 42 balls. The captain has decided to take the pace off the ball and brought in spinner. Let's see, is this decision going to turn fruitful for the captain or not? It's Ayush Joshi going across the wicket. This time the batsman has flicked that shot and sent it out of the boundary. A 6 by Nikhil Jain. Towards the square leg and went for a single. They're dealing with singles, but what they are forgetting is the team needs 145 runs in 39 balls. They need boundaries, but along with that, I also know that it is not possible to go for boundaries on each and every ball, but you should try to go for maximum boundaries as possible. This is what I'm trying to say, because the team who's bowling right now is already at the good position. And now at the end of the 14th over, the score is 146 for the loss of 4 wickets. And now the team Venezia striker needs 143 runs in 36 balls, which is 6 overs, and with a required run rate of 23.83. This time he has played that shot towards the point and find its way all the way to the boundary. Has cracked it. Send that one for the four. And now it's 150 runs up for the team. This time, what an Yorker it was. But they defended off that ball beautifully. And he has knocked him off. The bowler, Vinesh Kumar, has knocked him off. He has sent him back. What a pitch of delivery. Perfect line and length. He tried to swing it hard and he missed. Batsman sent back to the pavilion. And it's Nikhil Jain who has been sent back to the pavilion. After scoring 8 runs of 8 balls. Hear those chants from the team. NCP superstars. Ganpati Bappa Moya. Bappa is all the time with you guys because the way you guys played in the first inning truly commendable. What a pitch of delivery it was. It could have been a wicket. This time he has played that one towards the point and went for a single. And now by the end of the 15th over, the score is 152 for the loss of 5 wickets. I mean, almost the half side of Venezia striker has been sent back to the pavilion. And now the Venezia striker requires 137 runs in just 30 balls with a required run rate of 27.40. It's almost impossible for them. But can they chase it down? Can they bring out some miracle here and do some magical things and just get those runs? I mean, I don't know, but what if they do? Just think, what if they do? It will be a biggest run chase in the history of JSFC SPL. And with this shot, it's 50 up for Raghuveer. 50 of just 26 balls, playing at the strike rate of 192. But the game is going out of their hands. It's going towards NCP strikers, NCP superstars. This time he has played that shot towards the mid wicket and went for a single. What a pitch of delivery it was. It could have been a wicket over here. This time he has played that shot towards the long on, and the player standing over there at the long on misses, and it's a boundary. 4 runs added to Raghuveer's total as well as the team's total, and now it's 130 runs needed in 24 balls with a required run rate of 32.50. And now by the end of the 16th over, the score is 159 for 5. Played into the gap for a boundary, but now they need consecutive boundaries because it is turning out impossible for them. Sammy has played that one towards the cover, went for a sneaky single out there. There was a possible run out. And with this ball, he has knocked him off. He has sent him back. What a pitch of delivery it was. A wicket that stumped when doing somersault. And the batsman has been sent back to the pavilion. Taking a long walk back. That is some ruthless bowling. And now it's 6 wickets down for Venezia strikers. And now it's just 20 balls left to officially declare NCP Superstars as the winner of this game. This time he has flicked it into the gap towards the filing, and that one has went running towards the rope. It's a boundary. Now these are some formalities left. Just 18 balls before we end this match and declare NCP Superstars as the winners of this match. And now for the end of the 17th over, it's 169 for 6. Now with just 3 overs left, and that's a swing and a miss. Start off with a swing and a miss, and there is an appeal from the keeper, but the umpire isn't interested. The keeper thought that when he stumped him, the batsman left his leg and he was outside the crease, but the umpire thinks otherwise. This time he plays the shot towards the cover, and no run from this one. The bowler is keeping the ball away from the batsman. He's making the batsman travel towards the ball, and he's not giving him that pace which he wants, which is making it difficult for him to go for boundaries. Time he steps out and sends that ball over the deep mid wicket, and that is a 6. time he takes it off for a full toss and sends it towards the long off, and he gets his boundary. It's a 4. First a 6, then a 4. Consecutive boundaries. Now they are trying to get closer to the total because they have lost the match almost. Now it's just few balls left to officially declare NCP Superstars as the winners of this match. But what a fight back from Venezia strikers. They kept the match alive, interesting till now. This time the bowler is missing his line and it's a wide ball. He has to bowl this one again. This time he flicks it away, but there is a fielder standing at the boundary. And he takes it. And the batsman has been sent back to the pavilion. It's a wicket. 7th wicket down. Now it's just 14 balls left to this match and to officially declare NCB Superstars as the winner. He first went for a 6, then a boundary, and again he tried to go for a boundary there, but there was a fielder standing there at the deep mid wicket and he took that catch comfortably. And the only batsman who was playing good than Kunal Mehta was Raghuveer. He played an arc of 65 runs of just 30 balls with 8 fours, 3 sixes with a strike rate of 191. And now by the end of the 18th over, the score is 180 for the loss of 7 wickets. And Yamit is the new batsman. Just 12 balls left of this match to declare NCP Superstars as the winners. This time it was a full toss. It's a no ball, but he gets an edge, and that one goes running towards the boundary behind the keeper. Now it's the time for the free hit. Can the batsman manage a boundary over here? Or is the bowler looking to go for an early finish and take those wickets? This time he goes for a New Yorker, but the player plays that shot towards the mid wicket and goes for a single. Now just 10 balls left of this match. This time he has drived it towards the long off, went for a single. They're dealing with singles, not risking the wicket. This time he takes that shot and plays it over the point and goes for a boundary, a one bounce four. This time he plays it straight down the ground, but there is a fielder. He tried to save it. He tried to get that catch, but he failed to. He falls down. This time he gets an edge, and that one goes running behind the keeper. We get a single over here.
Nice throw.
And now by the end of the 19th over, the score is 194 for the loss of 7 wickets. And now it's just 6 balls left to declare NCP Superstars officially as the winner. They've almost won the match, but just 6 balls away from that victory. Started off the over with a swing and a miss. This time the ball has found its way towards the boundary and getting some runs at the end of this game. And this time he takes it for a full toss, plays it towards the covers and goes for a single. There is an overthrow. Will they go for a do? No, they won't. This time he plays it off towards the mid on and goes for a single. Now just 3 balls left to declare NCV Superstars officially as the winners of this match. This time he plays it towards the mid on and again goes for a single. Time he plays the shot over the covers and goes for a single. Then the non-striker turns back for a 2 and they will get a 2 over here. Now just 2 balls left of this match. And this time the keeper makes a mistake and the ball goes running towards the fine leg. But the fielder chases it, he stops it, but they will go for runs. Some extra runs out there.
खत्म.
And now with this, what a victory. They have done it in style. Sheer dominance from the start to finish. The crowd erupts and the celebration begins. Game, set, match. They came, they saw, and they conquered. A statement win that will be remembered for a long, long time.